Yeah. So today we'll discuss problem number 2 in Modi method. Problem number 2 in Modi method. Write down. So yesterday we finished one problem. So write down the next problem. Find optimum solution. Find optimum solution. Find optimum solution to the following transportation problem. Find optimum solution to the following transportation problem by using Modi method. By using Modi method or UV method. By using Modi method or UV method. By using Modi method or UV method. So write down origins O1, O2, O3. Destinations D1, D2, D3, D4. D1, D2, D3, D4. Write down the row values 1, 2, 1, 4. 1, 2, 1, 4. Write down the second row 3, 3, 2, 1. 3, 3, 2, 1. Write down the third row 4, 2, 5, 9. 4, 2, 5, 9. 4, 2, 5, 9. So these are cost values as given. So as given availability or supply AI, demand or requirement BJ is given. So write down the AI values 30, 50, 20. 30, 50, 20. And then write down the requirement values 20, 40, 30, 10. 30, 10. So you have to apply a Modi method. So Modi method means all of you know. So what is the first step in Modi method? First step is nothing but, what is the first step? First step is nothing but you have to find IBFS by using any one of these three methods we have discussed earlier. So always which method you have to use? VAM method you have to use. Why? What is the reason? Because you have done the previous problem, you know why you have to use VAM method. So sometimes VAM method answer is your final answer, optimum answer. So that's why I always use VAM method. So if you want to apply any IBFS method, the first step is you have to check whether summation AI equal to summation BJ or not. If it is not equal, then you have to make it equal by introducing a dummy row or dummy column. Earlier we have discussed already. If it is equal, directly we'll apply. So we'll check supply is equivalent to demand or not. First we'll check 30, 50, 20. So what is the value? 100. This is also 60 plus 30 plus 10, 100. So both are equal. So directly I will apply VAM method for this particular problem. VAM method for this particular problem. So this is step number 1. So step number 1 is, what is that? So summation AI equal to summation BJ equivalent to 100. Therefore, there exists an IBFS and it can be solved by using VAM method. So I will apply VAM method for this particular problem. So VAM method means what you have to calculate? You have to calculate penalties. So penalties you have to calculate. So both sides you can write penalties, row side as well as column side. So penalties how will you calculate? Consider the first row, smallest element 1. Next smallest element is also 1. So difference is 0. You should represent alongside of the transportation table within brackets at the corresponding row side and corresponding column side. So similarly, second one, first minimum element 1, next minimum element 2. So that means 1. So next smallest element 2, next smallest is 4. So difference is 2. Difference is 2. Now repeat the procedure for columns. Smallest element, next smallest element, difference is 2. Smallest element, next smallest element, 2. Again 2 is there, so 0. So 2, 1. What is the minimum value? 1. Difference value 1. So 4, 3. Difference is 3. Now go for highest penalty among rows and columns. What is the highest penalty? Highest penalty is 3. So it occurs only once in this minimum element. So in this minimum element means first allocation is made here. So what is the value here? 50, 10. So 50, 10 means what is that allocated? 10 allocated. So 0 you will get. So 10 allocated, 40. Now 0 is there column side. Cross the entire column. Cross the entire column. You have to repeat the procedure until you get a single row or single column. Until you get a single row or single column, you have to repeat the procedure. Again, calculate the penalties. First row, smallest element, next smallest element is 0. Second row, smallest element, next smallest element 1. Third row, smallest element, next smallest element 2. Similarly, repeat for columns. Smallest element, next smallest element 2. Smallest element, next smallest element is 0. Smallest, next smallest 1. Fourth column is cancelled. So go for highest penalties among rows and columns. What is the highest penalty? Highest penalty is 2, but it occurs twice and the highest penalties are equal. Go for minimum element. In this 2, what is the minimum element? In this 2, minimum element is 2. In this 2, minimum element is 2. If you consider this 2, minimum element is 2. If you consider this 2, minimum element is 1. Which is minimum? 1 or 2? So 1 is minimum. So you have to choose this 2 first. Whenever penalties are equal, go for minimum elements. So minimum elements, here it is 2, here it is 1. So which one you will consider? Because 2, 1, what is the minimum element? 1 is the minimum. So you have to choose this 2. So next allocation is made here. Next allocation is made here. 30, 20. What is the minimum value? 20. 20 is allocated 10. 20 is allocated, you will get 0. Now both sides, 0 is their column side. Cross the entire column. Cross the entire column. Again, how many rows are there? 3 rows are there. How many columns are there? 2 columns are there. Repeat the procedure until you get a single row or single column. Again, you have to calculate the penalties. 2, 1, difference is 1. 3, 2, difference is 1. 2, 5, difference is 3. Similarly, columns, first column is cancelled. Second column 0. Third column you will get 1. Fourth column is dash. Go for highest penalty among rows and columns. What is the highest penalty? Highest penalty is 3. In this minimum element, what is the minimum element? 2. So next allocation is made here. 20, 40. 20 is the minimum value. 20 is allocated 0. 20 is allocated. What you will get? 20. Now 0 is there, row side. Cross the entire row. Cross the entire row. Again, 2 rows and 2 columns. You have to repeat the procedure until you get a single row or single column. So again, calculate the penalties. 1. This penalty is 1. Third row is cancelled. Dash. Next, first column is cancelled. Second column 1. Third column also 1. Go for highest penalty. The highest penalty is 1. How many times? 1 is there. 4 times. Go for minimum element. In this one, what is the minimum element? 1. So in this one, what is the minimum element? 2. So you can ignore this one. So in this one, minimum element is 1. So in this one, what is the minimum element? 1. In this one, what is the minimum element? 2. So you can ignore this one also because 2 is 1 is minimum. So you can consider this one or you can consider this one. No problem. So 1 is the minimum. So next allocation is made here. 10, 30. So 10, 30 minimum element is 10. 30 minus 10, 20. 10 minus 10, 0. Now 0 is the row side. Cross the entire row. Cross the entire row. How many rows left out? 1 row left out. 1 row means you can stop the procedure. Just check the demand. Supply is equivalent to demand or not. What is the value you have? 40. So for these 3, 20. For these 2, 20. 20 plus 20, 40. So 40 you got. So directly allocate for these 3, 20. And for these 2, 20. 20, 20 is allocated. So we have finished VAM method. So just cross check the answer. What is the answer you will get? So what is the answer? Minimum Z equal to wherever you got the allocations, that means quantities wherever you got, just multiply the values, cost into quantity. So 1 into 20, directly I'm writing 1 into 20 is 20 plus, otherwise you can write plus, next 1 into 10, 10 plus, next 3 into 20 is 60 plus 2 into 20, 40 plus 1 into 10, 10, 2 into 20 is 40. I think it is finished. Just take the total. You will get the minimum Z by using VAM method. So 30, 90, 130, 170, sorry, 30, 90, 90 plus 40, 90, 100, 180 you are getting. 1 into 20, 20, 1 into 10, 10, 3 into 2, 60, 2 into 20, 40, 1 into 10, 1 into 10 is 10 and 40. So 1,80,000 you got. 1,80,000. 1,80,000 you got by using VAM method. So step number 1 is completed. Next, step number 2. What is step number 2? You have to check how many occupied cells are there in the problem. How many occupied cells are there? Occupied cells means wherever allocation is there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Number of occupied cells equal to 6. So right now, step number 2. Step number 1 is completed. So next item, step number 2. This I will rub this data. Step number 2. Step number 2 I will write here. Step number 2. Number of occupied cells equal to number of occupied cells. Number of occupied cells equal to how many number of occupied cells you got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 cells you got. Number of occupied cells equal to 6. Number of occupied cells equal to 6. Next you have to calculate m plus n minus 1. M means rows, origins. How many origins are there? 3 plus n means destinations. How many destinations? How many columns are there? 4 minus 1 equivalent to 6. You may get either equal or less than. You won't get more than. So number of occupied cells will be either equal to or less than. You won't get more than. So less than case we will discuss later. Less than means degeneracy exists. So but in this case what happened? Number of occupied cells equal to. So what you got? Therefore number of occupied cells equal to m plus n minus 1. Then go to step 3. So number of occupied cells equal to m plus n minus 1. Then I can go to step number 3 now. I can go to step number 3. Step number 3 is nothing but just I will write step number 3 here. So step number 3 I have to calculate. So step number 3. So what is step number 3? Step number 3 is nothing but system of equations for occupied cells. So step number 3 side heading, system of equations you have to calculate for occupied cells only. For occupied cells. System of equations for occupied cells, you know the formula. So what is the formula? Ui plus Vj equal to Cij. Ui plus Vj equal to Cij. Initially either Ui equal to 0 or Vj equal to 0. Initially you have to assume either U value equivalent to 0 or V value is equivalent to 0. So for that you have to draw the table without supply and demand. Without supply and demand, you have to just draw the table. So draw the table. So I will again draw the table here. So what is the first one? 1, 2, 1, 4. And second row 3, 3, 2, 1. And third row 4, 2, 5, 9. Okay. So this is the table. So what you got, wherever you got the allocations, just make the allocations. So where you got this, you got 20. Here you got, so here no allocation is there. So here you got 10. Next, this is 20. And this is also 20. This is 10. And this is 20. This is 20. So these are the 6 allocations you got. So I have to apply this formula only for occupied cells. Initially, what you will consider, how many U values are there? This is uj values. So uj means what is that? Ui. Ui means what is that? U1, U2, U3. How many U values are there? 3. How many V values are there? V1, V2, V3, V4. V1, V2, V3, V4. V1, V2, V3, V4. Okay. So initially, what you have to assume? You have to assume initially U1 equal to 0. You can consider anyone, but I will always consider first value itself is equivalent to 0. So I am assuming that U1 equal to 0. Okay. So now I will apply the formula only for occupied cells. Only for occupied cells. Now I will tell you directly how to calculate these values. So yesterday I have explained in detail. So it is not required. Only first value I will calculate. I will show that. So what is the cell number? The cell number is 11. So 11 means what you will get? U1 plus V1 equal to C11. This is the formula actually I have applied yesterday. 11. This is occupied cell. First occupied cell is 11. So U1 plus V1 equal to C11. So U1 value equal to 0. V1 equal to C11 means what is the value? 1. So that means what is the value? V1 equal to 1. V1 equal to 1. This you can do directly also. This you can do directly. What is the formula? See this formula. What you are doing actually, if you want to calculate this occupied cell system of, if you want to apply this formula here, what you are doing actually, you are doing the corresponding U1, the corresponding row value plus corresponding column value you are doing. So that means what is that? Actually, this is not there. You have to calculate. This value is known. So that means how to calculate this value? This is nothing but the corresponding value 0 plus V1, 0 plus V1, 0. The corresponding value 0 plus V1 equal to 1. Equal to 1. So what is the V1 value? V1 equal to 1. I hope you understood. Wherever you want to calculate, wherever you want to apply the formula, the corresponding value is 0 plus V1 equal to 1. So V1 equal to 1. Okay. Next I will calculate. This is unoccupied. Ignore. Only occupied cell you have to use this formula. So I want to calculate this one. What is the value? 0 plus V3. 0 plus V3 equal to 1. So what is the V3 value? V3 equal to 1. Again I am telling 0 plus V3 equal to 1. So that means V3 value is 1. Next unoccupied. Ignore. Unoccupied. Ignore. Next occupied. But I don't know both the values. I don't know both the values. You cannot calculate. You cannot calculate that value. So ignore. Later on we will see. Later on we will see. I will skip this one. So next occupied cell is this one. Now I know V3. V3 means I can get the value because I know one value. See the corresponding value U2 plus 1. U2 plus 1 equal to 2. U2 plus 1 equal to 2. So what is the U2 value? U2 equal to 2 minus that 1. 2 minus 1 means 1 only. Now I got this value. I can calculate the value now. I can calculate this occupied cell. The corresponding value. What is the corresponding value? 1 plus V2. 1 plus V2 equal to 3. 1 plus V2 equal to 3. So V2 equal to 3 minus 1. 3 minus 1 means what is the value? 2. 3 minus 1 means 2. Now this one is completed. This one is completed. Now this is also occupied cell. This is also occupied cell means you can apply the formula. 1 plus V4 equal to 1. 1 plus V4 equal to 1. So V4 equal to 1 minus 1. 1 minus 1 means 0. Next, this is unoccupied, ignore. This is occupied. Occupied means you have to apply u3 plus 2. u3 plus 2 equal to 2. u3 plus 2 equal to 2. So u3 equal to 2 minus 2. 2 minus 2 means 0. Like this, you can calculate the values directly. You don't require this calculation. Yesterday I have told, because that is the first problem. Now you are familiar with this formula, directly you can apply and you can calculate. So this is about step number 3. Step number 3. After step number 3, what is that? Step number 4 you have to do. So step number 4, step number 3 is only for occupied cells. Step number 4 I have to apply for unoccupied cells. Right on step number 4. Next one, step number 4. Step number 4, what is that? Net evaluation. Heading is net evaluation. Net evaluation by using net evaluations. Net evaluations for unoccupied cells. Unoccupied cells. Net evaluations for unoccupied cells. And you have to calculate net evaluations for unoccupied cells. Non-basic cells you have to calculate. All of you know the formula. Net evaluation is denoted by Zij minus Cij is the formula. So Zij minus Cij equal to Ui plus Vj minus Cij. So this is the formula. By using this formula, you have to calculate all the net evaluations, that is denoted by Zij minus Cij. By using this formula is applied only for unoccupied cells. Unoccupied cells you have to apply. So how many unoccupied cells are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 unoccupied cells are there. So for 6 unoccupied cells, you have to calculate the net evaluation and you have to represent lower right corner. Lower right corner you have to represent. So I will calculate first one. This is occupied, ignore. Unoccupied means you can apply the formula. Apply the formula means same. The corresponding row value is 0. The corresponding column value 0 plus 2. 0 plus 2 is 2. Okay. 2 minus cost value. 2 minus 2. 2 minus 2 is 0. Next, occupied, ignore. This is unoccupied. Unoccupied means you have to calculate. You have to calculate means the corresponding row value 0 plus 0. 0 plus 0 is 0. 0 minus 4. 0 minus 4 is minus 4. Next, unoccupied. Unoccupied means you have to apply the formula. So next value. So corresponding value 1 plus 1. 1 plus 1 is 2. 2 minus 3. 2 minus 3 is minus 1. 2 minus 3 is minus 1. Next, occupied. 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 Unoccupied. Unoccupied means you have to apply the formula. And lower right corner you have to represent 0 plus 1. 0 plus 1 is 1. 1 minus 4. 1 minus 4 is minus 3. Next, occupied. Unoccupied. Unoccupied means you have to calculate the value. 0 plus 1. 0 plus 1 is 1. 1 minus 5. 1 minus 5 is minus 4. 1 minus 5 is minus 4. Next, unoccupied. Last unoccupied cell is this one. So 0 plus 0. 0, 0 minus 10 minus 10. This is step number 4. Step number 4 means I have applied step number 4 for unoccupied cells. So what you have to calculate? You have to calculate net evaluation. Net evaluation is Zij minus Cij. Zij minus Cij you have to calculate. What is the meaning of this one? This is 1, 2. So Z12 minus C12 value is this one. This is this value is nothing but Z14 minus C14. This value is nothing but Z21 minus C21. This value is nothing but Z31 minus C31. This is nothing but Z33 minus C33. This value is nothing but Z34 minus C34. Okay, so this is about step number 4. So I hope you understood step number 4. So we will move to the last step, step number 5. Step number 5. So that means because you didn't get any positive, so that will be step number 5 will be last. Okay, so next step number 5. Step number 5. Step number 5 is nothing but you have to check the sign of each Zij minus Cij. Zij minus Cij, these are the values. Zij minus Cij means these are the values. You have to check each and every sign of Zij minus sign. This is 0, minus, negative value, negative value, negative value, negative value, negative value. If you observe, you won't get any positive value. 0 is not a positive, not a negative. So that means what you are getting all Zij minus Cij less than or equal to 0. That means 0 or negative you are getting. Either 0 or negative. You won't get any positive value. If positive value is there, you can go to the next step. Okay, now. So if you observe here, if you are getting all are getting Zij minus Cij less than or equal to 0. Hence, we have been reached the optimum solution. Hence, we have been reached the optimum solution. Reached the optimum solution. Optimum solution. So, and the optimum value of z is given by, and the optimum value of z is given by minimum z equal to whatever answer you got in VAM method. I hope that is 180 you got. So that means this problem also ends. This problem also ends in step number 5. So in the next class we will discuss. Sometimes what happened is you may get positive values here. Then how to do those problems? How to do that? You can continue with step number 6, 7, and 8. That means loop exists. So we will use loop definition there. So in the previous 2 problems, this one and the previous class problem, up to step number 5, the problem is finished. Okay. So that means VAM method answer is your final answer. Is it clear, everybody?